Okay, so what are the advantages? Like here, you can improve the speed of testing, because now here you just run the test script and check the outcome. In the manual testing, you have to do it manually each and every step. The speed of testing will be obviously slow. So if you want to have the speed, then obviously the automation testing is the solution. And improve the quality, testing quality also, because in the human case you may miss certain bug, but in the once you write the test cases, you are minimizing the bug now. So the quality also you are improving this case. And these days the human, like when you say the human is involved for testing, the cost of human resources is more. So if you want to reduce the number of human resources, in that case also you may go for automation testing. Again, it depends on the project, but I always suggest, like, first in the initial stage you should go for the manual testing, and then later on you can go for the automation testing. So what automation testing can do, that automation does not require human intervention. We can schedule the test to run overnight without human intervention now. That's the benefit of automation testing. Then automation script can run at any time, any number of times. There's no limit here now. When you say manual testing, okay, I will get tired by testing the entire day. The next, I will say, no, today I cannot run now. So I will not do the testing after, let's say, the time, let's say 6 p.m. But in the machine, you can say, okay, I can ask the machine to test it entire night. Maybe at 12 o'clock also I'll say, okay, you test it. So there's no time limit for the, when you are having the machine based testing now. So reusability of the script on other application can be done. Okay, so here saving your manual effort. So there are the various advantages of automation testing. So what are the disadvantages, and when what all the challenges are there? Now, when you say the automation testing, the major issue is the debugging. So sometimes you find a lot of challenges in the kind of code itself, where you are not able to see the outcome, even because maybe some issue related to the network issue or some database issues. So that time you may find that you are not able to run the test cases. So you need to also check the maintenance cost here, because the code here, the developer should be, or the test here, you should be having the developer person who can write the test cases. In the case of manual testing, you may not have the development skill. That is also the benefit here. Okay, so which test case can be automated? Here there are test cases which you can rate, which you can be automated. One is tests that are used repeatedly, or having the high risk test cases, or tests that tend to cause human error, or test cases that are impossible to perform manually, or the test that takes lot of time to do manual testing, or the test where it is a time consuming. So these kind of test cases can be automated. Or you have a test like a regression test suite, where you are repeatedly doing again, or GUI testing, or database connection testing. So this kind of test cases can be automated. And which test cases should not be automated? Now, the test cases where frequent changes are required should not be automated, because you are doing a lot of changes in the code itself. So in that case, the test cases you should not be automated then. For example, you are in the initial stage of development, you may change the plan, you may change the coding plan itself. So in that case, you should not be automated. Where the test cases are related to UI, you don't know how the UI should be. Your machine, you need to train the machine. The UI testing case, user experience or user may have some different expectations. So in that case, you may require to do manual testing only. When to automate? So when the projects are large and critical, or once the application becomes stable, So let's say you are having the big application and now it's a very much stable, and now you want to do repeated testing and you are doing certain changes, but you need to do the integration testing frequently. You need to do regression testing frequently. In that case, you can go for automation, or you have enough time for the testing. When not to automate, when application not even tested manually at least once. As I said previously also, at least you should be testing, at least first time you should be doing manual testing, and you should check whether there is a bug or not. So, and you come to know these are the features which are already available and they are the feature we should be testing, and then you can go for the automation testing. Or when the requirements are changing frequently, as I said, like in case like the requirements are changing frequently and you're writing the test case, it will be a costly affair. And when there's no regression, like you may have only, let's say you're going for only, you need to submit your project quickly, and you are not testing it frequently, and it's a small piece of code maybe. So you may go for the manual testing in that case. And one could be a reason like I don't have the developers. I don't have the developer who can write the test cases. So in that case also I will go for the manual testing only. There are the various tools which are already available for automation testing. In that, the Selenium is one of the powerful tool which will be using it in our next workshop itself. And mostly for the web testing, we go for the Selenium here. And there are other testing tools are available like QTP, RFT, Test Partner, Silk Test. So these are also the test tools already available. You may get a browser-based Selenium. You can go for that also. What is the automation testing process? We have a process like where you are having the test planning, you are having the test environment setup, you may have analyzing the test cases which are there, you may go for the developing the test script in that case, and then enhance the test script and script it. These are the 6 steps which we already done. What we done first, like we wrote a test plan. Like test plan means I wrote the ad test, and then according to that you can create the environment setup. Now in our ad test it was a very simple one. But then when these are something like a database, you're trying to do the database testing, definitely you need to go for the environment setup also. So we'll have a setup environment in that case. Once you have setup environment where we are connecting to certain database, then you can go for the next process. So that is what the setup here. Then next thing is you may require to analyze the test cases and check whether what is the kind of outcome. Then you may write based on the test cases, you are going to write the test script now. So like we wrote the test script, like it could be a test script for retrieving the data and checking it, okay, or could be like checking the result. Now in this case we wrote a simple one like addition itself, so that was a test script. So according to test cases you wrote the test script. Then you may modify the test script and again debug it, checking it each and every step here. That is what the automation testing process is. So these are the various way you can have the testing process, and you need to do this continuously. So these are the levels now. You see generally like type of testing. We have seen this previously also. That is, you have unit testing. We have seen the unit testing. We have integration testing. We go for functional testing, then smoke testing and regression testing. So these are the types of testing here that can be automated. Now in the initial stage it is a unit testing, but the later stage when the project you are integrating your code with several other functionality or some you may require to check the integration of the code. So based on your code you need to go for the various testing. Okay, so this was all about the quick about the unit testing and what the basic about automation testing itself.